Hello and welcome to the Daily Coaching Lockdown Football Training Session. So today's session number 20 and today I have 4 key parts of the session for you. So we're going to start off with a warm-up, then we're going to move into a ball movement exercise, then we're going to move on to an accuracy challenge which will help us with our passing and our shooting, and then we'll be finishing off with a touch/control challenge, okay? Cool. Now for this warm-up, what you're going to need, a space. You're going to need 4 objects, okay? I've got cones, but if you don't have access to cones, as always, get your hands on jumpers, jackets, trainers, toilet rolls, cans, anything you can get your hands on, and you need your ball, okay? So once you've got your 4 cones, or 4 objects, once you've got your space, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Cool, so for this warm-up, what you're going to do is you're going to get 4 objects and lay them out like so, so it's creating a square, okay? With your ball, you're going to start with your ball on one of the points of the square, on the corners. So I'm going to start just over here. Okay, and in this exercise, because it's a warm-up, okay, you want to try and get lots of movement involved, alright? It's going to be at times with the ball and at times without the ball as well, okay? So what you're going to do is using both of your feet, using different parts of your feet, so inside, outside, sole, laces, okay? What's going to happen is I'll walk you through it slowly to begin with, okay, and then we'll do it at full speed, alright? So, first of all, you're going to start on the corners, okay? You're going to take the ball with you, so little touches, take the ball, you stop, run around the outside of the square, back to the ball, pick it back up again. Next one, stop, back around again, pick up the ball again. Next corner, stop, run back around again, take it again, and then stop once you get to the other cone as well, okay? Now you're just going to keep on continuously doing this, alright? So there I'll stop once I've got back around to the beginning. But in this exercise, you just keep going for about a minute, and obviously see how many different points you can get around to, okay? Really important, obviously we're looking to try and see if we can keep the one control as we're moving, okay? Quick movements, obviously with or without the ball, okay? And also as well, make sure the ball stops under control when it gets to one of the corners so that we can then pick it back up and go again, alright? So go for about 30 seconds a minute, alright? Just taking it and go. Stop, round. And so on, okay? So again, taking the ball with you at times, okay, and then also as well when you're without the ball, quick changes to speed, try and get around that square as quick as you can, back to where the ball is currently placed at, okay? Then obviously you take it around again, okay, really important, we're using both our left and our right foot to move the ball, take it with us on our journey, keep it under control, okay? And stop the ball so it stays at their station, or we can then go pick it up once we've gone back around, okay? But making sure the whole side is staying really tight to that square, okay? Traveling around the outside of it, making quick, sharp turns, change the direction to get us around nice and quickly, okay? And also to keep the ball there as well. Cool. Progression on from this, okay, we're going to work up in a couple of different steps. So the next one which you will then do is as I go around this time, okay, before I was taking it to the next cone and stopping it, this time I take it around to 2 cones, okay? So travel the ball, go around 1, go around 2, stop, then I'll come back around again, 2 again, 1, we'll keep under control, 2, back around again, pick up the ball, 1, 2, back around again, pick it back up, 1 cone, 2 cones, stop, again. And so on, okay? And again, the only difference this time is that you're spending longer with the ball, okay? So you're taking the ball more of a journey as you're travelling around, alright? And again, you're spending time without the ball, but obviously not as long as that first go. And then to progress it even further, okay? This time we'll do 3 cones, alright? So start with the ball over in this corner, take it with me, around to 1, 2, 3, stop it, run around. 3 again, remember, 1, 2, 3, stop it, come back round, take it with me, 1, 2, 3, stop it, back round again, 1, 3, stop, back round again. And so on, okay? So again, different, spending longer times with the ball this time, okay? More opportunity for repetition and touches, more opportunity for different varying touches on the ball as well. To help take you on your journey, keep it under control, and actually move with the ball, okay? And then, obviously again, spending time without the ball, but again, it's not maybe as long as it was when we were doing the 4 ones, all right? I think a little bit less space for recovery. And then final progression from this one, okay? We're going to go around to 4, right? So I'm going to take the ball back to this area, then go around the whole square without the ball, and then repeat it after again. Okay, so take it round, 1, 2, 3, 4, stop it, all the way around, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, okay? Now, one of the things you can do is if you have somebody else there with you, okay, you can add in changes of direction. So say for example, I might be going obviously round one way, so say for example, run 1, we'll go round to 2, so 1, 2, change direction, and I'll run it back round the other way, still 2, 1, 2, change direction, 2 again, 1, no change direction this time, so I'm still going around. 1, 2, change direction, back around the opposite way, and so on. Okay, and again, those calls of change direction just help to again create some natural, realistic reactions in terms of the change of direction which we have to do. Okay, and really force us to have that ball under control. Okay, if you wanted to, could confuse things a little bit, but when you're having the ball, you can shout change of direction, and again, just start to go from there. So, say for example, I'm going around from this one, I'm going to change the direction, 1, 2, then stop, okay? So you're actually spending more time on the ball, getting more opportunities to get very different touches. Alright, give it a try, see how you get on, but quite a physically demanding one this one, because there's a lot of movement, okay? Lots of fast, quick speed, type running, on and off the ball, okay, and lots of changes of direction as well. Obviously the bigger area that we have, the wider the distance you have to travel with or without the ball, so the longer the size of the square can be. Okay, obviously if you have a small area, not too much to worry about. Okay, it just means that you can really focus on getting lots of touches and lots of repetitive touches when actually traveling the ball. Give it a try and see how you get on. Cool, so that was our warm-up. So remember, some of the key points to take away from the warm-up is that we were doing a lot of physical movement, okay? Movement with the ball and without the ball. When we had the ball at our feet, okay, we was really thinking about how to keep the ball under control, how to move the ball, and how to take it with us on our journey, okay? And then obviously when we get to our destination, we're stopping the ball, then obviously carrying on with the movement without the ball. When we was making the movements without the ball, okay, it was all about trying to do it as quickly as possible. So quick, short bursts of movement, okay, to get us around the box, around the square, and then back to collect the ball again, okay. With moving on the ball and off the ball, it was all about speed and direction, okay, and changes of it, okay. So at times speeding up, maybe when we're at one of the sides of the square, okay, and at times slowing down when perhaps we're collecting the ball again, or stopping the ball to keep under control, and exactly the same thing with the ball, okay. When we have the ball at our feet, speeding up, okay, but still taking lots of repetitive touches, getting comfortable and used to actually moving the ball with us on a journey, okay, but obviously maybe speeding up as we're going alongside the square, and obviously slowing down whilst we're trying to stop it, control it, or go around the corner, okay. A really good one physically, that again, gets us nice and used to touching the ball, and gets us prepared for our activities. Cool, now we're going to go into the ball movement exercise, okay, and for this one, you need a space. You need 7 objects, so keep hold of 4 of the objects which you had within the warm-up. Okay, get your hands on 3 more. Again, toilet rolls, cans, jackets, jumpers, trainers, anything you can get your hands on, and you need your ball. Okay, so once you've got your space, once you've got your 7 objects, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Right, ball movement exercise, what you're going to do is you're going to get 7 objects and lay them out like so, okay? So you've got a box at one end, okay, and then on the opposite end, or just outside the box, leading up to the box, you've got 3 cones in a row, okay? So 3 cones in a row, and the remaining 4 objects, okay, creating a box at the opposite end. What you're going to do is you're going to start by the 3 sets of cones, okay? And you'll start, I'll walk you through it first of all. All you're going to do is you're going to move the ball using different parts of the feet, inside, outside, sole, laces, okay? To keep the ball under control, take the ball with you as you're moving, take it with you on your journey, okay? And looking to try and see if you can move in and out of these cones. Moving in, moving out. I go through the box, stop it, turn, back again I go, okay? In and out through the object. Come back down to the beginning, I go again. Okay? In, out, through the box, stop it. Stop. Oh, trying to avoid hitting the object. Back. One more time. Oh, hit it low here. Got to try and avoid them. Cool. Okay, so key thing, I like myself, try to see if you can avoid making contact with the objects, okay, making sure the ball travels in and out of these areas and through these spaces in between these cones, okay? And the key thing is that first of all, you're just looking at getting lots of touch on the ball, lots of repetitive movements, okay? In, out, okay? And breaking through the square. Once you get to the opposite side, 2 things really. I stopped it, stop the ball, turn, okay? If you're an older player, more experienced, higher ability level, okay, you might want to be creative. So get to the end, turning, doing a little bit of skill, okay? Or possibly doing something like a step over, so crash, back again, so I'm constantly keeping that ball moving. So a little challenge for older age groups, more experienced players, higher ability levels, can you keep that ball travelling or moving along as you get through the opposite side of the box, okay? You're not actually stopping it, so obviously you're stopping the game, less space you're going to have, more time for the defender to come and react and close you in, okay? You're trying to see if instead you can keep that ball moving. Okay, and then again, back in and out of these cones. Alright, cool, that's the first part. Second part, this time, I'll walk you through it slowly again. In and out of the cones beginning. Once I get into the square, I'm now either going out to my left or to my right. Okay, and think again about possibly different parts of the feet to use to help you break out and go in through that, or go out through that area. So then again, I go back in and out. I then go again, in, and out this way, back through the split code again, and so on. Okay, so we'll go for about 30 seconds. Alright, again, try and really, obviously it depends on the space that you have. Obviously I have quite a small area which I'm working in, so it's quite hard for me to actually make quick, short, sharp turns, okay? But really important that when you go into this square, okay, it's almost like there's a defender ahead of you. You want to make a quick change of direction, okay, using the inside, outside of your feet, soles of your feet possibly, okay? Little trick or skill in the middle, especially if you're of the older age group, more advanced, higher ability, just to try and really react quickly and make a surprising movement to go out to the left, or to go out to the right, and to turn back around again, okay? So, go for about 30 seconds a minute. Ready, go. In, out. to make your explosive movement out to your left, out to your right, away from the defender standing in front of you, okay, and then obviously then you're going to change your direction to go back on yourself. Cool. Final movement now, okay? So, again, I'll walk you through it for the first go. So we're going in and out of the cones, okay? This time we go out to the left or right again. Take my touch out to the left, but instead, I'm now going round and back through the box. Okay? Back through, then again, in and out of the area. Alright? Show you to the right, then now cones, touch out. Oops, got the wrong stuff there. Touch out, then back round and through the box, and then down to the cone again. Okay, so again, 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, just lots of repetition. Really big, make sure this one again. As you make it turn out to your left or to your right, you're not turning back straight away, you're going up and around. Okay? Give it a try. Again, different parts of the feet. Left arm, right foot. Go. Last one. So, really important, change the directions, make them natural, make them realistic, okay? Making sure that our touch takes the ball away from the area which we're currently in, into the new space, into the new direction, okay? And it's quick, it's a sharp movement, so it makes it unpredictable and surprising element to the defenders in a game, okay? Really important this one, lots of repetition with movement, lots of touch on the ball, left foot, right foot, inside, outside, sole, and laces. Keep the ball under control, move the ball, and most importantly, take it with us on our journey. Give it a try and see how you get on. Right, so that was the ball movement exercise. Now remember, some of the key points take away from the ball movement exercise that we was always thinking about trying to keep the ball, number one, under control, number two, move with the ball, and number three, take it with us on our journey, okay? It involved a lot of repetition, okay, and a lot of touches on the ball, using the insides, outsides of our feet, laces, sole of our foot, left foot, right foot, okay? And it was really important. I didn't put any restrictions on just the left or just the right or just inside, just outside, okay? I didn't put restrictions on just one sort of movement. I said it's really important to try and combine all of these movements together, okay? So that obviously when we're trying to move with the ball, when the ball moves in different directions, when we're required to move in different directions around the actual area that we're working within, okay, we can react quickly to, again, keep it under control and take it with us on these movements, okay? There's obviously a lot of changes of direction, so it required us to obviously use different parts of the feet and keep it under control. But a really good one, okay? So again, becoming comfortable and confident at actually travelling with the ball, and again, understanding which parts of the feet to use in which different scenarios, which different situations, okay, when we're moving through certain areas or when potentially we're trying to change our direction as well, okay? Really good one for, again, repetitive movements on the ball. Give it a try. Right, so for this next exercise, okay, we're now moving into our accuracy challenge, and for this one you need a space, you need a ball, but you also need another object which the ball can fit into, okay? Now I have a bin, okay, but if you don't have a bin, you can get your hands on maybe a bucket or a bag or a box, but it needs to lie on its side, okay? So you need to make sure that the ball can actually fit inside of it. That's really important. So, get your space. Once you've got your object, which the ball can fit inside of, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Cool, so with this accuracy challenge, what you're going to do is you're going to get your object, so like I said, a bin, a bucket, a box, maybe even a bag, okay, but it needs to be lying on its side, and it needs to be the opposite end to where you're going to be. So I've got my bin just down here, just to show you that the ball can actually go inside it. It does fit, so if it doesn't go straight away or after a few times, that's my ability, that's not the size of the object which I'm using. Okay, what's going to happen is you're going to place it at the opposite end, you're going to go to the opposite side, and you could do things such as possibly going to, say for example, you've got a really big area, a big space that you're using, you possibly do 5 steps away to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if like myself, you're pretty much at the end of your limit in terms of space that you have, then possibly just go to the opposite side anyway, okay, because it's obviously quite a short distance in between the two. So, to begin with, we're going to start by rolling, okay, so it's going to be a little bit like a bowling challenge, right? And the aim is you're going to have 1 minute, see how many times you can get that ball inside your object, okay? Obviously, if the object moves around, just put it back. If it does go inside, get 1 point, bring it back, go again, okay, and see how many times you can do it. Roll with your left and your right arm, making sure that the whole time you do this, the ball stays along the ground or rolls on the ground, obviously that's where the object is as well, right? So when you're ready, roll it in, 1 point, collect it, bring it back, start from the right arm this time. Just in there, 2 points. Still 3 points. Back. One more time. Right on. Yes, 4. Back. 5. One more time. Yes, 6 points. Okay, cool. So, starting off with rolling, because obviously it's going to be a little bit easier in terms of rolling because obviously when you're doing with your feet, you're using a particular technique. Okay, when you're rolling, obviously you can stretch out a little bit as well, and overall it's just a bit easier using your hands rather than using the feet, right? But this time we're not going to do nothing. I'm going to start off by using the sole of our foot, okay? So the bottom part of our feet, both our left and our right foot. Again, you can do this in a number of ways, okay? So you can potentially do it for a minute with your left, then do it a minute with your right, or inside that minute, once left, once right, once left, once right, once left, once right. Okay, I'm just going to go with the left, right, or a combination, just to show you examples with both of our feet, okay? But exactly the same process with left or right. However, what's really important is because obviously we're going to be pushing the ball using the sole of our foot, okay, so it's a rolling technique, similar to the bowling we just done. But I want my foot, so my toes, to point directly towards and in line with the object. Okay, that's going to help me direct the movement of the ball. Alright? So exactly the same process. Think about the speed, power and weight you need to put behind the movement of the ball as well. To get it to the target. Okay? So you're not waiting for too long as well. But again, go for a minute, see how many points you can get. 1 point, there we go. Alright. Push your ball still first. Obviously, what I'm getting quite a lot of success at the moment, like I said, my area is quite small, okay? So if there's a bigger area, then the harder the challenge will be. Okay? The more power, speed and weight you might have to put behind the ball. A couple more times. Just there. So one more time, play it 6 out of 6. Not quite. Got too confident there. Right, so that's one using your sole of your foot. Again, like I said, just think about the weight, speed and power you're putting behind the movement of the ball. Okay, to make sure the foot is pointing in the direction of the ball as well. Next part is going to be the inside of our feet. Okay, so like you may more naturally do when you're making a pass. Again, similar process to what we mentioned in previous sessions. Okay, making sure that rather than obviously the toes pointing towards the object this time, okay, it's going to be the inside of the foot which is going to be parallel to your object. That again is going to help us with the direction in which the movement of the ball is happening, okay, the movement of the ball. So, I've got my foot sideways, okay, obviously don't want to stand like this, it's going to be your foot next to the butt hurt after a while. That means I need to change the direction of my body as well. Then if I do my right, exactly the same, okay, I'm standing kind of side on here, with a slight diagonal slant on my movement or position of my body, big shoulders apart, okay, and again I'm just going to try to stick the inside to knock it in. Okay, again, think about speed, weight and power. And is there any difference between when you do the inside of your foot and the sole of your foot? So, go for a minute, give it a try. one more. It's always the last one. Right. And for the final part, okay, again, there's not really too much of a structure to this challenge. However, it's basically be creative, okay? Be as creative as you want to be as creative as you can possibly think, alright? You might possibly put an object in the way, so I might, well, say for example, if I have a cone in the way, I'll try and see if I can avoid the cone and try and get it in. That could be possibly one way of doing it. Then you might not have an object, instead you might possibly do it with a volley, so I might bounce it. Almost came straight back to you there. Okay, you can obviously have one with a bounce, it's also half volley. Like that, okay? Be creative and try out a few different things. So I just mentioned about having an object, I've mentioned about possibly doing a volley, maybe doing a half volley, or alternatively, someone could pass it all, and your first touch could try and see if you can get it into the object as well. Alright? Give it a try. Be as creative as you want that final one. Although obviously this is all about accuracy, it's really good as well for enhancing our technique with our passing and also our shooting. Because we're thinking about being accurate, also the weight, speed and power that we're putting behind the movement of the ball. Okay, that's all going to be crucial in passing or even shooting as well. Give it a try. It's a fun one. See how you get on and see how competitive and creative that you can be. Cool, so that was our accuracy challenge. Now remember, some of the key points to take away from that is that we really focused on an element of fun, okay? There wasn't too many learning points, although we did look at some different techniques. We looked at using the sole of our foot and the inside of our foot, okay, to make the ball go from destination A to destination B. Again, we thought about the amount of power, speed and weight to put behind the ball. We also spoke about as well having our inside of our foot or our toes when we're using the sole of our foot to point or be parallel towards our destination, okay, towards that target. That's going to help us within the direction, within that movement of the ball, okay, and obviously the speed, weight and power, that's going to help us understand how quickly that ball is going to get to its destination. Okay, so again, real good element of fun in that one. Opportunity to be creative as well, like for example when we added in the half volley or the volley or the objects in the middle, okay? Again, just gives us an opportunity to explore, trial and error and find different ways to be able to get our ball from destination A across to destination B. Cool. Now we're going to move into our touch/control challenge, and for this one you're going to need a space, you're going to need a flat surface, so a wall or a door, inside or outside, and you're going to need two long objects. Now I've got poles. Again, if you don't have your hands on two long objects, then what you can do is get a number of objects and you'll just put them in a line, okay, so it creates a nice long line within this length. And obviously you need a ball. So once you've got a space, once you've got a flat surface, once you've got your long objects or a number of objects to create our length, okay, and you've got your ball, then we're ready to go. Cool, so for this touch and control challenge, what you're going to do is you're going to get your flat surface, okay, you're going to stand directly in front of it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put your long objects, okay, or your number of objects, which can create a line, okay, like so, just in the front of the flat surface, okay. And I'm going to maybe about 2 steps away from the actual flat surface itself, so away from the wall. Okay, and what's going to happen is you're going to bounce the ball to begin with, you're then going to pass the ball against the wall. The wall is obviously going to return it over the line that you've got, okay, and then you're allowed as many bounces as you want, okay, as many touches as you want, so then you need to obviously get the ball back against the wall, okay. It's going to be a bit like a game of tennis, but you're almost playing it by yourself. So I'll show you an example. So bounce the ball, kick it. I'll allow as many bounces as I want. Okay, so again, I'll go for about 30 seconds to a minute, as many bounces, as many touches as I want, as long as I return the ball back against the wall at some point. and so on, okay? And again, the key things in this one is number one, the reason why you're allowed to do as many touches as you want is so that you can get into a position where you're comfortable actually in having the ball under your control, and then your body's in a position where you can actually then make the pass, make the back against the ball. Okay, also as well, the reason why you're allowed a limited amount of bounces is again, what we want to really try and do is think about why am I allowing these bounces? Well, it's to try and get myself prepared, judge the bounce of the ball, and judge when you kick it, okay? So those bounces allows you to make some movement, adjust your body, okay, and also prepares you to judge the time when it's right to return, make contact with that ball, alright? Cool, give it a try. Just make sure that obviously when the ball comes back, you don't allow it to bounce too much, as soon as you go on the floor, then you'll have to start your row again, okay? I'm just going to try and see how we can keep it up. So that's all about the touching and controlling in a little bit, okay? Using both my left and my right foot, different parts of my feet. At times you will also feel me use different parts of my body, such as my knee area, so I might just use my chest if it's quite high as well. Alright, cool. Next challenge we're going to do is this time you're allowed one bounce, okay, but a limited amount of touches. Alright, so you can touch the ball as many times as you want with different parts of your body, but you're allowed only one bounce. Alright, so one bounce. One bounce. One bounce. One bounce. One bounce. One bounce. And so on, okay? And again, touches you're taking, again, needs to give you some additional adjustments and help be able to move your body, but you're having to react a lot quicker this time, okay? So just be prepared for that, okay? And think about the amount of power, speed, and weight you're putting behind the pass, because if you come back too quickly or too high, it's going to be hard for us to control, and it's going to force us into taking a more unnatural touch, okay? Which will mean it'll be hard for us to gain the ball under control and then obviously potentially be able to serve it back into the ball, right? Cool, and for the final bit of progression, okay, again, use different parts of the body, use different parts of the feet as well, but this time, one bounce, one touch, alright? So one bounce, one touch. Or if it comes back, it doesn't do it, then start again. So again, you really have to be prepared and think about what height is the ball at, okay, which part of the body am I going to use? I'm going to use my knee to return if it's maybe mid-height, if it is, how much power or quick movement do I need to put behind the speed of my movement, okay, or if it's the feet, you're using it again, think about the power and speed. Let's try and get a bit of a rally going. Take little touches. Oh, not too hard that time. Smaller touches. Oh, too hard again. Oh, no, not quite. Okay, if you want a real challenge, left, right, left, right, left, right, okay? If not, then maybe just go with it to begin with. Get comfortable. Oh, not too high. Here we go, get the rally going. There we go. Alright, try one more time, okay? Again with this one, just try and see how many rallies you can get going, okay? How many times you can return that serve. There we go. Little touches. Right, cool. Give it a try. Tough one, that final one, okay? Again, obviously, depending on the space you have available to you, so if you have a longer distance, it means you can get some more movement going backwards, okay? And you can potentially get some harder touches going in there to really test that control, really test that first touch, right? If not, again, just build it up slowly, taking little touches, little amounts of power, weight behind the ball, speed behind the ball, okay? Just really try and get into a rhythm, right? Really important to keep on our toes so we can prepare to go to our left, to our right, our feet, or our knee, or our chest, depending on which part of the body we need to react and get that touch on, okay? Again, if you're the older age group, higher ability age group, then like I said, try and get some rhythm going on the left hand side of your body, and then the right, okay? And there you go. Cool, fun one, tough one though. See how you get on, give it a try. Cool. So that's the end of session 20. So just very quickly to recap on some of today's key points, okay? Now today there was two different sections we were really focusing on, okay? Movement and technique. So in terms of movement, we was looking at movement with the ball and off of the ball as well, okay? When we had the ball, it was about can we try and keep the ball with us on our journey, understand how to keep it under control, how to move the ball and take it with us, like I said, on that journey, okay? When we didn't have the ball, the movement was all about speed, so changes of speed, change of direction, and movement within our body, okay? How to adjust our body to the movement of the ball to be able to react, to touch, control the ball, okay? And then obviously be able to play the ball again, whether it would be a return pass, okay, or whether it be again actually just moving and travelling with the ball. Then obviously in terms of techniques, okay, we looked at obviously the accuracy challenge, where we think about using the sole in the inside of our foot to obviously get our ball from destination A to destination B, okay, so trying to get it on target, thinking about the movement of the ball, so the speed, weight and power to put behind that technique of the ball as well, okay, within its movement, and then obviously in terms of the touch / control challenge, it was all again about type of touch that we need to take, what part of the feet do we use, which part of the body do we use, and again, speed, weight and power behind the movement, not only of our body parts, but also in terms of the touch on the ball as well, to be able to return the serve and obviously be able to keep it under control ourselves as well, okay? Really good ones today, okay? Quite some fun elements involved within them, lots of repetition, okay? So it gives us lots of opportunities to trial and error, okay? Some really good exercises in there, again, to help us with our overall game on the ball and off the ball. Cool. I hope you liked today's session. As always, please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, interact with the video, let us know how you get on, share some of that feedback, okay? Let us know any types of sessions which you want to see coming up and we'll be sure to try and get them in there. As always, take care, enjoy the session, and I'll see you soon.